Welcome everybody to another day here at Eastwood High School for a sectional final contest between Genoa and Eastwood here today. Thank you everybody for being here for a big day. We are definitely looking forward to it. I'm Dan Ridenour, as always, the man behind the mic for the Eagles, as have all season. So we get started for today. A lot coming in that we get to look at. Genoa 8-14 as they start their postseason play. 5-9 is what they finish in the NBC. If you remember, Eastwood not done with NBC play at all. They will have a game that will be considered a regular season game against Maumee on Tuesday, the 27th next week, and that will determine things. They have their share, though, of the NBC title guaranteed after a win over the Fostoria Redmond. They are currently first in the NBC with only 2 losses, coming to Lake and Maumee. That's why that's going to be kind of there earlier. But beyond that, really, today is quite your day. If you're looking for ball, just a little chilly, I'd say, but really a day just to be out here, and we're all looking forward to it. The pitchers for Eastwood and Genoa. Your Eagle is going to have the lumberjack, Paul Lotzenheiser. He will be out there. Jackson Magnone going to be the pitcher for the Genoa Comets. So that's what I have. Eastwood coming into today. We have a 2-game win streak over Rossford and Fostoria, so add a couple of lead, and then they have an RF of 181. So quite the day at least. Eastwood really looking for today, considered a neutral site technically, even though we are at none other than Eastwood High School. So we're going to get started. Jesse's Girls on now, and we will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody. Let's get things started here for a contest between Genoa and Eastwood for the sectional final game that we have. Let's introduce, as we will, for Genoa and Eastwood, the starting lineups. Genoa going to be starting Alex Spencer at shortstop, Isaac Everson at second, and then none other than Elijah Welling at first, Evan Milner at catcher, Noah Sukol at left field. And beyond that, Jackson Magnone going to be on the mound today. Vinny Pasty going to be the center fielder. Toby Carl at right. Aiden St. John at third. for the third matchup between these two teams this season. So we're going to get a roll on here, and let's get after it. We'll be right back. We're going to do our anthem and everything, and we will be back for baseball. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And we'll get started here, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. I'm Dan Ridenour, and here we go. Joker and the Thief in the background, and a high anticipation for baseball here as we get things rolling along between the Genoa and the Eastwood Eagles here. So let's get a move on. Paul Otzenizer, as I mentioned, on the mound for Eastwood, and it'll be Jackson Magnone on the mound for the Genoa Comets. Alex Spencer going to be in the top of our first inning, going to lead off our action here today. And boy, oh boy, am I excited. You've had your sectional final game marked with a big red marker ever since you began, and you knew that it was coming. And now that day's finally here, so we're going to get rolling. And we have a lot of action planned ahead of us today. So here we go. Alex Spencer's up, and let's get at it. The shortstop, number 11, Alex Spencer. And so, as this is considered a neutral site game, do need to keep that in mind, so we can't show any bias on the PA system or anything like that. We can do what we have. No changes here today, though, as we are independent. Now, let's get after it. First pitch, going to get started at 11:56 a.m. And now, first pitch, ball one for Lotzenizer. 1-0 count now. Let's get it away. Next pitch going high. And Hepler going to be under that, and he's going to chase it. Bonfiglio there, and he's got the grab. So now Isaac Ewerson up. The second baseman, number 1, Isaac Ewerson. And so here we go. Back at it again. To get things away. It's to go through. Strikeout. There by Lotzenizer to introduce him. And now we'll have the number 10 of Elijah Welling. The first baseman, number 10, Elijah Welling. And so a K can get marked for Paul. There, a beautiful one at it. And so now we get back to, again, to where we were. And that's going to be a pitch. Hepler going to try to save it. The throw over is in time. Beautiful. Eastwood going to get a roll on here, and we will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And let's get after it, everybody. Caden Donnell up to lead off the Eagles here in their sectional final contest against Genoa. I'm, as always, Dan Ridenour here, and we will get started now. Donnell up, Magnone in, and now Eastwood, after Lotzenizer records a strikeout in the previous inning, will be up. First pitch high, ball one by Genoa, just similar to Lotzenizer, and now we get back again. And now they'll go high again. 2-0 count for Donnell, just being patient and taking a couple. And really good system if you want it. And so now we try again. On a 2-0. Donnell to have it. Goes through. Curveball low. It'll strike one. The first strike thrown by Magnone today is what we'll have. So a 2-1 count back again. Next one goes in and bumped up to Coach Sleety. He'll throw it back. That's a 2-2 count now for Donnell. Getting away here. So now we wait for another one. That's high. And that's a full count for Donnell, the 3-2. We'll get it away. Gonna need it here. And then that's going to be high and popped up. 3-2. And now still the full count. Donnell keeping it alive. And now trying again. And waits for it. And that's going to be chased by Donnell and Magnone to recover. So that'll be a strikeout for Brock Messinger up. The center fielder, number 3, Brock Messinger. And so now Brock going to be up and waiting for it here. And now and Messinger. And so now we wait still. Going to chase for it. 0-1 count. The out. Chased. Missed. Strike 2. So an 0-2 count now for for Messinger. We'll be waiting. And so now I'm going to wait. That's outside. Ball 1. 1-2 count with an out. And now the 1-2 is out. Messinger going to chase one out the center. That might drop, and it will. And so Messinger going to get a hit. He's going for 2, and looks like he'll get there in time. Standing up for Connor Norton coming up. The catcher, number 2, Connor Norton. And now Norton up. Waiting for it here. Norton up, and that's going to be wild and out. Norton not to chase, however. So he wants to stay there. As what we have. And now we'll wait. He'll try to go back again. And finds it a 1-0 count. Gets it in low. And strike 1, so a 1-1 count. And a 1-1 count now, the 1 out. Finds it here again. And so now waiting. 1-2 count for Norton. He'll go back for it again. And here we go. 1-2 goes in. Norton to chase. That's strike 3. And another one for Magnone is 2 for strikeouts. First baseman, number 27, Drew Kashmerek. And now we wait for it back again. And so now you have it again. And now we'll wait for it here. And we'll take it. And goes in 1-1 count, 2 out. And that is high and away. So now trying it again, the 2-1. And here. And that'll be knocked. And going to be a clear chase and everybody to move out. So we will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. I'm Dan Ridenour, and now we start at Evan Milner versus Lotzenizer to lead off the top of our second inning. That's going to be knocked high and up and going, caught by Messinger off the first pitch there. Top of the second now we go. And 17, Noah Sukol up. The left fielder, number 17, Noah Sukol. So here we go, folks. Sukol up, 0-0 count in the out and out. First pitch here away, 0-0 and an out. And that'll be a 1-0 count. Getting the roll on here. And the next one going out. And here we go, 1-1 count. And 1-1 goes. That's a 1-2 for Lotzenizer. No, it's a 2-1 actually. Looks like it would be called in the zone. I guess not. 2-1 count. Here we go. And the out goes through for Lotzenizer. No, they rule that ball 3. And a 3-1 count is upon us. So with the 3-1, gets back away to start something. And tries it the full count now, 3-2 after that. And we'll wait. So a 3-2 with an out. Tries it down low, and that's a walk for Paul. So Lotzenizer will walk. Now we'll have the 16 of Jackson Magnone. The pitcher, number 16, Jackson Magnone. So Jackson will be up. Genoa now to have a man on first. And we'll get waiting here. And that'll be first pitch, strike one. 0-1 count. The out here. And gets it back. Lotzenizer looking for it a little more. And now we'll try it. And Lotzenizer to go back. And that's safe. Right over at first. So now we'll go again. And now we'll get set again. And that'll be a slide and out. Have to be saved by Norton. We'll look ahead for it. Lotzenizer to go back. Gets set now from his belt. His kick and his deal out. And ball 2 for Magnone. For the pitcher v. pitcher battle. 2-1 count. We'll try for it. Lotzenizer gets it in. And that's strike 2. So a 2-2 count. For Magnone. So with the 2-2, try it again. And the out will go in. And that's rolled ball 3, 3-2. Even Magnone thought that was a strike and he was done for, but we go back again. The 3-2, full count for Lotzenizer. Genoa has one on. The out goes in. And that's strike 3 for Paul. How about that? And after Magnone, we'll have Vinny Pasty. The center fielder, number 3, Vinny Pasty. And so he's up now. 0-0 count with 2 out. And goes in. 1-0 with 2 out. And now we'll try it. Lotzenizer. We'll go 2 outs. Chases him. And that's strike 1. So the 1-1 count now. As we wait, get us back again. The 1-1, 2 out. Trying for it. Goes through a little more. Lotzenizer finds it, and that will be rolled ball 2. So the 2-1 count now for Paul is what we have. Genoa still has Sukul over at first base, their left fielder. And that one will go in again and high, knocked. All twos now, 2-2 count with 2 out. Lotzenizer's recorded a strikeout in this inning and then the one previous. So we'll have to wait again. On the 2-2, we try for it. Lotzenizer gets it in. That's knocked high over to Bonfiglio. Austin going to be under it, and he's going to end the inning. So that's how we roll. We will head to the bottom of the second inning. Eastwood up 1-0 after Messinger was the one to hit the plate, and we will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And here we go. Jack Sensenig up as we get started back again in the bottom of our second inning to lead it off. And I'm Dan Ridenour here. And on the mound, we still have Jackson Magnone. He's recorded 2 strikeouts. And so has Paul. Next one going in. That's going to be off the second pitch. And that's going into center. And a hit for Sensenig with Brady Ramlow up. The designated hitter, number 7, Brady Ramlow. So with Ramlow up, Sent's going to go over to first base, and we're back to start. Good way to get things moving for Eastwood. Really needed that, and boy, oh boy, does it pay off. Magnone, first pitch in. Ramlow going to make first pitch not waiting, and that's going out halfway. That's going to fly, and that's caught by the right fielder of Toby Carl for Genoa, and now we'll have Eric Hepler up. The second baseman, number 9, Eric Hepler. So Hepler to be up. 1 out recorded by Genoa after that. And now we go. Magnone still in it for the Comets. Hepler currently this year at a .250 average in his 22 games that he has played. First pitch he'll see. Going to be ball 1. So a 1-0 count when we go again. And we'll find it, and that's going to be another one down the pipe for strike 1. So a 1-1 count with the out here. And now, again for Hepler. He'll take it here. And so again, the 1-1. Hepler going to get a flyer up. Carl going to be under it. Carl to catch, and that's 2 flying out to him with Cam Shoemaker going to be up. The left fielder, number 5, Cam Shoemaker. So with Cam Shoemaker up, 2 outs. Sent still on first. Cam here looking for something. .267 average. Eastwood currently leading, almost done with 2. The winner of this game will play Tenora and Swanton. And we're going to be giving you updates for that game as well throughout the broadcast. Now 0-0, first pitch in, strike 1 for old Cam. 0-1 count with 2 outs here. On the 0-1. Goes in. Shoemaker contact fouled. Put a little half on it. I don't know if he was trying to pull back, just made contact, or what happened. But that'll be a second strike. 0-2 count now. And the 0-2 for Shoemaker. So with 2 outs and 0-2 against Cam. Really got a battle here. He'll take it. Magnone throws in with Sense going wild and out. And that's going to be a throw. Sense going to try to get down. And they rule him safe. A stolen base for Jack Sensenig. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Great play made. I mean, base running definitely not a strong suit. That's only his 3rd stolen base of the season, or of the year. His first one in postseason play. But it pays off. Now a man in scoring position for Eastwood. 0-2 after, or 1-2, excuse me, after that. By Shoemaker to get it wild and away. So now we wait. A 1-2 count, 2 out. Sense on second, Shoemaker up. Gonna fight for it here. And then goes away. That's 2-2. Shoemaker waiting in that spot. So trying to get a Shoemaker. On the 2-2. He'll find it. Goes through. And that's knocked. And fouled past the first base side. So keeps it where it's at. So Sensenig going to have to go back. And that's what our current situation entails. And now we have it. So going to try just a tad more. On the 2-2 count. Back and away. That's high. Full count now. 3-2 for Shoemaker here. Now that we'll have. And so now we go the 3-2 with 2 out. And that'll be knocked foul. Shoemaker swings and it goes out. So that's another foul ball keeping his at-bat alive. Looked like it hit him, but I don't know if that was before or after he took a jab at it. So the full count here gets it through. And that's going to be a foul ball. So Shoemaker really battling here. Magnone only threw 2 already at 34 pitches thrown. So now that's what you have. Shoemaker up with the dugout cheering for him. The 3-2. We'll find it. Couple outs in play. Shoemaker going to battle still again. Tipped foul. Refusing to give up here. Caden Donnell, the shortstop, on deck. And so really battling here, wondering what could happen. Shoemaker to find it and sails it to left. That's another foul ball for him. Not sure where that landed, but looks like it's all the way over in the practice field. And now that'll go back again. Shoemaker finds it, curveball. And they call that strike 3. Out of almost nowhere. That's rolled strike 3 on Shoemaker. The backwards K. Magnone to win the battle. But not quite the war yet. Will end to the top of the 3rd inning and be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And we're back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here as we get started. Toby Carl, the leadoff man in this inning, in the top of our third. And first pitch you'll see on Lots and Eyes are going to be sailed out and way foul toward the middle school. So that will be an 0-1 count now. After that, nobody out as we are just getting started. So now finding it, and that's going to be knocked. They're a 1-1 after that, ruled a ball by Paul. So his next one going in. Gonna find it, goes through, up and high. Hepler to chase it, and that's gonna be more by Bonfiglio and Aiden St. John to be up. The third baseman, number 7, Aiden St. John. So with St. John up, we get it moving. And back at it again we find. And so on the 0-0 with an out. We'll get it looking. And goes through it, and that'll be waved off on a strike. So a ball 1 and now a strike. We're evened up. Goes in, finds it, and that's strike 2. So a 1-2 now for St. John here. Leading off will be Alex Spencer, the shortstop. That we have as well. So going through, 1-2 in. And that's not ruled a strike, ruled too low. 1-2 count now. And an out here. So with that, we back to find it again. And we have a 1-2 staying the same after that. Aiden St. John here. The third baseman and last in line for Genoa. Looking to really get where they need to. And that will be up and high. And fouled off again. So another 1-2. Swanton playing Tenor right now. 5-0 is the score in the top of the second inning. And now, just updated, is getting us still to 5-0 to chase them out. And a strikeout there by Lotzenizer. 5-0 the score, as I said, for the Swanton Bulldogs versus Tenora. And now we'll have Alex Spencer. Their shortstop, number 11, Alex Spencer. So Spencer up. Oh, and that just updated, Don't call it 5-0, call it 7-0 for Swanton in the top of their second inning. But we're here in the top of the third. 1-0 the score for Eastwood. And that will be a first pitch, ball 1. So a 1-0 count is what we'll have. 2 out. Lots of eyes to take another one in. That one high and up. Going out to right. And caught by Bonfiglio. Let's end things here. Have a little bit of a house party, if you will. But we will be right back after that for the bottom of the third inning. Eastwood up 1-0. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. We start at the top of our lineup once again. Caden Donnell to lead off for your Eagles here in the bottom of our third inning. And they still have Jackson Magnone, that number 16 for Genoa, on the mound as he got his start. He's at 3 strikeouts, and so is Lotzenizer. First pitch in for Donnell. Curveball swung and miss for strike one, so an 0-1 count is what we have. And now going through again, and that'll be strike 2. So an 0-2 count for Donnell. Chasing it. So Donnell going back for it again on the 0-2. Finds it in, and that's down low. Ball 1. And now we're at a 1-2 count here. So after the 1-2, the dugout getting up. Finds it set. Donnell going to chase and fry. And that's a 1-2 count. Still stayed after the foul ball. Keeping it alive here for sure. And now after that, going to try it. Donnell looks through, knocked, and that's over to third. Going to be picked up by St. John. Going to make the throw over. It bounces. And Donnell to be safe for center fielder Brock Messinger to come up. The center fielder, number 3, Brock Messinger. So Brock to be up. And now we'll have it here. He's up, and now getting moving. Brock and the second man in the lineup for Eastwood right now. 333 flat average for that number 3. As Donnell has a pickoff attempt over to first, and he's safe. We get started. Going again, the bunt attempt. Messinger to find it. Ruled fair. He's out. Great sacrifice. And now Connor Norton to be up. The catcher, number 2, Connor Norton. So with Norton up again, we get after it. Good sacrifice there by Messinger. And now we try it again. If you put Donnell in scoring position, good things will happen. So Norton up. Gonna wait, wild pitch out, strike 1. 0-1 count. And away we go. So against Norton, we try it. The out goes in high. And that's a 1-1 situation now we have here for Connor. It is 74th at bat of the season. He's gotten 19 RBIs, looking for lucky number 20 here. So he'll find it, gets it through, and knocked. Ground ball over to short. Spencer going to drop, then gets it. And Norton, by the skin of his teeth, will be out, and we'll have the first baseman, Drew Kashmerek, up. The first baseman, number 27, Drew Kashmerek. And with time called, they're going to intentionally walk him. And now the pitcher, number 28, Paul Lotzenizer. So after the intentional walk, puts first and third, forcing the man who got the RBI earlier for Messinger over to first. And now a visit. I doubt it's about fantasy football that they're talking about. But now we wait. And so Lotzenizer just trying to get it out. Hopefully he can get Donnell home here. It's all about what you want. And so waiting for him to step into the box here. And now he's up and he's away. And we should get started now, and we will. 0-0 with 2 out. First pitch in for Lotzenizer, going to be a strike. Excuse me, actually, it'll be a ball, 1-0 count. Waited for him there, did not get it. 2 outs, now on away. Magnone to get set. He's at 48 thrown today. Make that 49. Ground ball passed. Picked up by Spencer. Just going to step on second. And must have paid off for something like that to get the intentional walk for Kashmir. And now we will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Getting it rolling. Isaac Everson up in the top of our fourth inning, so let's get that moving around. The leadoff. First pitch going to be knocked high and going to be fair, and that'll drop between Messinger and Monfiglio in the top of the fourth. So now Genoa will have a man on, and we will have the number 10 up of Elijah Welling. The first baseman, number 10, Elijah Welling. So now here we have it. All even. Now back again. The only run of this game came in the bottom of the first. And a bunt attempt there for Welling. And that's strike one. And it's going to have him by a mile. And no, he's safe. By the skin of his teeth, he'll be safe there over at first. 0-1 count. We have it. After the bunt attempt there. On the 0-1. Gets it back and ahead. Gonna find it, and that's low and wild. And so, gonna roll a hit by pitch, and now Welling gonna go over to first. And now, the 22 of Evan Milner up. The catcher, number 22, Evan Milner. So after that, Norton gonna call a visit to Lotzenizer. And we wait for it. So waiting again we go. And now they'll have it. The bunt attempt's going to not go through. That's strike one. So an 0-1 count. Away you have it. Now on a 1-2. We'll find it and goes away. That's knocked over to Kashmir, and just going to try to find it. No, that's ruled foul. So now we are at an 0-2 count with nobody. Genoa has 2 on, however. So on the 0-2. We wait for it here. And an 0-2 count. We'll have Lotzenizer throws in the bunt attempt there. Not going to work. Strike 3. A beautiful K for Paul. And now the number 17 of Noah Sukal up. The left fielder, number 17, Noah Sukal. And so now that's who you'll have. Sukal up in that right box. 1 out after. And now, still with 2 on, Welling and Everson. The bunt attempt trying again. That's a loud one. Going over to Lotzenizer. The throw to first. Going to be high to Hepler. And they're calling him safe. So bases loaded for Genoa. And Jackson Magnone up. The pitcher, number 16, Jackson Magnone. So with Magnone up, we try it. 0-0 count and 1 out here. And so now waiting for it. Back again we go. On the 0-0, Lots and Eyes are going to find it. And that'll be high and up. Behind us as well. 0-1 count now and 1 out. So with those numbers, we'll try again. On the 0-1 and an out. Bags loaded, force it anywhere. And going to try the squeeze, and that's way up. And that's keeping it at an 0-2 count now after that foul ball. So now he can't bunt. If it goes foul, it's out. And now the timeout called by the Genoa third base coach. We'll try it again. So looking ahead for it. Magnone up. We'll try it. And we'll get set. The 0-2. Gonna chase it, and that's a strike 3. And a beautiful one for Lots and Eyes to get him chasing. You saw Norton moving over on the right side a tad, and now we'll get it moving forward. The number 3 of Vinny Pasty. The center fielder, number 3, Vinny Pasty. And now we go for Pasty. He's up with 2 outs in the top of our 4th. First pitch there, going to be strike 1, so an 0-1 count there on our play. And now we wait for it. Going back again on the 0-1. Lots and Eyes are in. Strike 2. So the 0-2 count for Paul. At 5 strikeouts already. Could be more. And the 0-2 goes in. And that's strike 3. Beautiful for Lotzenheiser. What a play there. And Lotzenheiser recorded 6 strikeout, and we're going to be back after that. Here we go. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here. Jack Sensenig up to start the bottom of our 4th inning. Eastwood only up 1-0. And it's quite a close game still. Anything could happen here. And Brady Ramlow on deck. And first pitch inside, strike 1, so an 0-1 count. Nobody out here, though, for the leadoff man in Sense. In our sectional final, Swanton playing Tenora right now. Let's take a look at how they are doing. And now Swanton going to get in. That's a 0-2 count, though, for Sensenig first off. Now trying it, goes in. Sent's going to get that over to third, or over to short. Spencer to make the throw, and he is out for Brady Ramlow up. Brady Ramlow. And so now 7-1 is the score. That's what we have here. Bottom of the second is what it's ruled. Tenora up to bat. But anyways, we get started. Also here. And that's going to be a high hitter for Ramlow. Goes in. Caught again by Spencer. And now Eric Kepler will be up. The second baseman, number 9, Eric Kepler. So Eric Kepler up, and now going to be trying it just a little bit more. So waiting for that one. 0-2 out. Gets it away, and that's going to be wild and outside. And that'll be the ball one called, so a 1-0 count for Kepler. Been quite a good guy so far this year. Gets in, and that'll be the strike one called, so a 1-1 count for Kepler. Averaging around 1 for 4 on his at-bats. 1-1 count, low again, 2-1. And 2 outs, Kepler 0 for 1 today. So we already know the best is yet to come. 2-1 in, high, pop by Kepler, going to be chased. Toby Carl going to find it at the wall, and that's going to drop. He misses it. Kepler moving to second, and he'll just pump the brakes there. Cam Shoemaker up, the left fielder. Left fielder, number 5, Cam Shoemaker. And now, Shoemaker up, the last man in the order, so Donnell will come up for his third time if he gets it rolling. But Kepler in scoring position now is a good opportunity here. And I mean, when it comes to Shoemaker this year, he's got quite the resume for RBIs and everything like that. I mean, taking a look, he's got currently none other than 6 RBIs this year, looking for 6-7 here. And Kepler going to be moving along. That's another hit. That'll be his 11th of the season. Puts him at 1 for 2 today. And that's a low down pitch. That's going to be 1-0 count. With our 2 outs still for Cam Shoemaker. Now gets back into it. And looking, contact over on the left side. And that's a foul ball, strike 1. So a 1-1 count now, a 2 out. Waiting for it again. Magnone to get it in and going to find it. That's high. And now a 2-1, 2 out. So a 2-1. Getting for it here. Going to look for another. So the 2-1 gets it through and in. And now we have 2 outs still. So the 2-1 count with 2 out here. Gonna look for it. Shoemaker gonna chase it high. That'll be fouled off. So a 2-2 after that. Found it at the corner of the zone and went after it. So now that's what we will have. But now Shoemaker back again for it. Gonna look for his pitch on all 2s. Gets it in, and that's knocked high. And that's going to be out into left and caught by the left fielder of Sukol. So we will be back after that. Excuse me. Now, let's get it rolling for the top of our 5th inning. Lots and eyes are still going on the mound. We will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back. Toby Carl going to be up for for the Genoa Comets, not for your Eastwood Eagles, excuse me. But now, let's get it started again. Lotzenizer still on, goes through and up, and that's strike one there for Lotzenizer. So on the 0-1 count now, he'll have a good advantage to get things away. On the 0-1 and goes through again. That's strike two, so an 0-2 count for nobody here. So time called by Carl. He's 0 for 1 today. Aiden St. Noah and gets it moving. And that will not be a strike there to close it out. That'll make it a 1-2 count is now what we will have. So on the 1-2, Lotzenizer gets it in and gets him to chase and not good. But finds himself good. And now third baseman Aiden St. John up. The third baseman, number 7, Aiden St. John. So now he'll have it here. 0-0 count with the out here. And the out goes in. St. John going to get a 1 to Donnell. The throw over is in time, and he's out. So that's out number 2 for St. John, and now Alex Spencer up. The shortstop, number 11, Alex Spencer. And now trying it a little more. 0-0 with 2 out. We wait here. Going again. Goes through, and that's ball 1. So a 1-0 count for the Genoa Comets here. 1-0. Gets it in. Lotzenizer goes up, gets it through, and that will be ball 2. So the 2-0 now. Alex Spencer 0 for 2 today as well. And now that'll go through, and again, that's strike 1. So the 2-1 count here, 2 out, is what we'll have, and that will be 2-1, make that 3-1, down in the dirt for Lotzenizer. Spencer not wanting any of that, so he'll wait a little more. And now the 3-1 gets it in, and that's knocked out high. For a full count here, 3 balls and 2 strikes is what we have. Nobody going on deck here. We're over to the bullpen. Lotzenizer at 60 thrown, gets it in. That's 3-2, and that'll be ruled ball 4. So the second walk today by Lotzenizer with Isaac Everson up. The second baseman, number 1, Isaac Everson. So now we'll have it here. With Everson up, you have Spencer over at first base. Quite the day to have. So on the even. Lotzenizer gets it in. That's knocked high. Donnell is just going to be looking for it, and that might be an infield fly. And nonetheless, going up down there. We will be back. So, from Eastwood High School for a sectional final contest between the Eastwood Eagles and the Genoa Comets, we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Eastwood still up 1-0. So we will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And here we go for Donnie, going to be up. Let's get started here for the bottom of our 5th inning, kind of starting the, I suppose you could say, second half of our game, if you will. Maybe the third part if you want to split it up that way. But here we go. Magnone still pitching for the Genoa Comets. And so he'll go in. First pitch to Donnell inside. Ball 1-0 count. And it looks like there is somebody warming up in the Genoa dugout. Can't quite tell who. Just took his sweater off. And that's by Donnell. 2-0. Had to avoid getting hit, and he does. That looks like Aaron Stratka warming up, though, in the Genoa bullpen. 2-0 count. Donnell gets it in, tries to find it knocked up high, and that's got to drop and find the gap, and it does. And now Brock Messinger going to be up. The center fielder, number 3, Brock Messinger. So Messinger up. Now waiting for it here.
Nobody batter. Let's go.
So evened up we go. Getting set now. Gonna go back. Donnell safe there. A little bit of a close one, but still has it. In the bottom of the 5th. Goes back again. And tries to get the bunt. Not going in time. Donnell going to try to get there to second. And he's going to be tagged out. And so that will be out number 1. After that with the 1-0 count for Messinger. So Donnell to get caught stealing there. Doesn't happen often, but it'll happen. And now we'll have to go back to square one. Messinger going to find that. That looks like it hit him. Not quite, though. That'll be ball... It should be ball 2 after the caught stealing, so an out. 2-0 count for Messinger. And I'll roll that foul, actually, so that'll be a 1-1 count. All even ones now goes in. Curveball, strike 2 for Brock. And now we have a 1-2 with Connor Norton on deck. So 1-2 with the out. Gets it in. Gonna find it, and that's too low. And a 2-2 count for Messinger. Still waiting for it. So on the 2-2, he'll try it. The out, and that's going to be knocked. Going to be a bit of slow roller over to short. Ewerson going to get the out. That'll be out number 2 for Connor Norton now up. The catcher, number 2, Connor Norton. And so Norton will be up. Getting a move on here. Connor been quite the man for Eastwood this year. 356 average. One of the highest on this Eastwood team. And looking for a little bit more action. As Swanton is playing Tenora right now, we're going to look into that when we finish the bottom of our 5th inning. So 2 outs back we go for Norton. Gets it in and way out. And they strike that, or they mark that strike 1. So an 0-1 count. Back again, you have it. The 0-1, 2 outs going through. That's strike 2 in the same spot. A little curveball action for Norton, who's 0 for 2 today. On the 0-2. Norton finds it. Knocked and ground. Over to the third base side and foul. Keeping it alive at least. So he still has his 0-2. So back on the 0-2. To try to save the inning is Norton. Finds it through. Knocked up. And that's popped high. And that's way out. And that's going to knock. Kind of sounds like it hits the pavement. Over on our right side. So the 0-2 count. 2 outs here. A lot of 2s also. Norton, number 2, is 0 for 2 today. So going to take another one. And that's going to be right back to Magnone and going to be over for the out. And not much you can do there, so we will have to head to the top of the 6th inning. Eastwood only to be the only team to record it a run here after the Kashmir to Messinger contest, and we will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And quick correction, almost forgot. Bottom of the third inning now. Swanton leading the Tenora Rams 7-1. Thank you all. We're going to head back. Lots and eyes are looking to warm up now. And we will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And we're back, everybody. Welcome to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media as we head to the top of our sixth inning. Elijah Welling going to be up for the Genoa Comets here. First pitch by Lots and Eyes are going to be high and will be ball one. So a 1-0 count. Still waiting for it here. Welling for a second at bat. 0 for 1. Fouled off right in front of us, and that will make it a 1-1 contest. And so now on the 1-1. Going for it back again. Lots and Eyes are about to throw a 65th. Gets it in. And that's a curveball back and just over his glove. Donnell there to try to recover. Over to Kashmir. And that's an out. How about that? Beautiful play there. And now we'll have the number, looks to be 20, and Evan Milner. The catcher, number 22, Evan Milner. And now that's what we have. And we'll look to head to start something. Now goes in high. Ball one for Lots and Eyes. 0-1 count here. And now we'll try it. So on the 1-0. Lots and Eyes gets it in again. The throw knocks by Milner. Going to try to find the gap. No, that's off Donnell's glove, then his face. And that's a ground ball. And I will have 17 of Noah Sukal up, the left fielder. The left fielder, number 17, Noah Sukal. And Donnell got hit in the face. Looks like they're going to have a try to breather almost. And Tony's going to come out and look things over. And it looks like Donnell's going to come out. And we might have a bit of a break here. Number 6 of Preston Marr, over at first for the pinch run. So we'll get that moving, and now pinch running for Evan Milner. Number 6, Preston Marr. Now an 0-0 count and the out here. Six, 7 thrown, but Sukal up. And now an 0-0 and the out. And that's going to be way knocked. Just over and past 0-1 now. And an out here. So on the 0-1. Looking for it here. The out goes in. Lots and eyes are too low, however. 1-1 count. And the out. Gets it back and rolling. So lots and eyes are to get set again. Looks through and we'll have it. That's going to be a little bit off the knob. Donnell to pick it up. The throw to second is an out. And Marr to be out. And now we'll have the number 16 of Jackson Magnone up. The pitcher, number 16, Jackson Magnone. And now an 0-0 with 2 out. Magnone 0 for 2 today. They got Sukal over at first base at least. So they got a little bit of momentum. The 0-0, 2 out, knocked high. And Messinger going to have to chase that. That might be off the fence. And no, it's not. He's going to catch that, and we're going to bring it on back. We will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Hopefully the last time Eastwood will bat here in the game. And now we're going to move on here and get it rolling. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And now we welcome Drew Cashmere, going to be up leading off for the inning. He's 1 for 1 today. But now the bottom of the 6th gets rolling. Eastwood only has a 1-run lead, so they got to try to get a little more insurance on it. Heading into the 7th, going to go up high and ball 1, so the 1-0 count there is what we'll have. So on the 1-0, nobody out, goes back again for it, and that'll be 2-0 for Cashmere. So all even the 2-0. Magnone at 76 thrown. And going to find it inside. That's a 3-0, so the 3-0 count here has yet to swing. So on the 3-0, the out here gets in and tries. First pitch taken by Cashmere, strike 1, so a 3-1 count. And here you have it. So on the 3-1, tries it, and we'll chase that. And that's ruled strike 2, so now a full count on the 3-2. That was a close call, I guess. But now the 3-2. Cashmere going to chase a curveball and gets it. And that's out to left, and that'll be caught, however, by Noah Sukal. The pitcher, number 28, Paul Lotzenizer. So he'll be up after that. And the out here. And so Lotzenizer's first pitch swing and a miss. 0-1. And an out here, so anything could happen. Lotzenizer more the power guy that we've seen. He chases that and waits, actually, for another opportunity. And he will let that go. 250 average this year in his 72 plate appearances. Make this 74. Now going in, chase again. Down in the dirt, 1-2. Lotzenizer 0 for 2 today. So after that, Paul to wait for something. On the 1-2. An out present. Ground ball over. Picked up by St. John. The throw is going to muffle. And that's going to be wild and out. So Lotzenizer going to chase all the way to second. Gets down and he slides. And another error. He's safe. Third baseman, number 21, Jack Sensitive. And so now a double here, and Lotzenizer going over. And yeah, he might pinch run here. Uh-oh, and now Landon Weems going to be the pinch runner from what it sounds like. And Coach Lee to make his adjustments. Pinch running for the Eastwood Eagles, number 10, Landon Weems. And so now Landon Weems going to be over at second. Quite the base runner. Going to get an appearance. And with a possible new pitcher we could see. Over not only for Genoa, but Eastwood as well. Yeah, Drew Kashmerek. Going to go over to that Eastwood bullpen right now. And get a little warm up in Genoa. We might see a pitching change for them too. And so waiting for the visit to be over. And it is. So Magnone's up and away. Waiting for him. Jack Sensinig up as well. And someone in the Genoa bullpen still looks, if I'm not mistaken, that's Straka for Genoa, the number 2 of Aaron Straka. And Kashmerek going to be getting a little bit of relief action here with Brady Ramlow on deck. So with an out, we have it. 0-0 and an out. Gets it in, and that's going to be knocked high. And that's going to be way back, and that's past Sukal. So here comes home Weems. He's going to get there. Sets going to second. Not know where to throw. And an RBI double for Eastwood. How about that now? The designated hitter, number 7, Brady Ramlow. And so a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. For Eastwood, going to get that away. 2-0. We'll have it. And out here, Sent's going to be over on the double. So waiting for it again. And goes in Ramlow to take the pitch. Right almost down the middle. 0-1 count. Choosing to wait. Now an 0-1. Looks ahead to start it. And we'll get in Ramlow to chase. And no, he didn't. Must have gotten it back in time. 1-1 count. Looks like here he went all the way. I guess not. He's 0 for 2 today, though. 1-1 count and an out. On the 1-1. That's going to be by him, and that's going to be a wild pitch. Sense going over to third, and he's going to get there standing up. And now going again. The 2-1 with an out. Waiting for it on the 2-1. And Colton Woodward on deck coming back from an injury. Down low in the dirt. Sense to stay there. And a 3-1 count after that for Ramlow. So Ramlow up. Looking for it. The 3-1. And somebody's car horn going off, but a beautiful knock by Ramble out to left. And that's going to be caught by St. John, but Sent's going to come home. A long throw, and now that will be the 3-0, 3-0 lead for Eastwood that they needed. How about that beautiful play there? And welcome back, Woody. He gets it with 2 outs after the Ramlo sacrifice fly to bring home Sensening. You know, he tore his hamstring, or he had his hamstring malfunctioned. I'm not sure if it was a full tear or not, but he's finally back, y'all. Welcome him in. The 3-1 count for Woodward. Cam Shoemaker on deck down low, and that will be strike 1. So an 0-1 count for Woodward getting started here. On the 0-1, and the out, gets it away, and now an 0-2 count for Woody. And now he'll find it, and we'll be it away. 0-2 with 2 out here. And an out upon us. Magnone at 93. And now we'll try it. It's going to be ground ball by Woodward, chasing it. It just doesn't have that speed that he used to. And he's going to be out, but it was closer than I expected. But there you see him, and Shoemaker could be on deck. We'll see if he's going to hit or not. But anyways, we will be back for the top of the 7th. Eastwood looking to close it out here. Whatever happens, happens. We will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And Lotzenheiser here looking to close it out as we come back here for Eastwood Baseball and Eastwood Sports Media. Starting out strong, and he has had 7 strikeouts today and could close the game out. Eastwood to add 2 for insurance in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch by Lotzenheiser. Going to be a 1-0 count now for Pasty. 0 for 2 today. Gets it in, tries to find it, fouled off. And that's a 1-1 count. There as you get it. Looking to find Swanton right now as they're playing. 1-1 count though. And goes again. Lotzenheiser in high, ball 2, so a 2-1 count. And for Swanton Tenora, they are in the top of the 4th inning. Swanton leading Tenora 8-1. And now we'll head back. On the 2-1, gets it through, and that's strike 2. So a 2-2 count for Lotzenheiser here as you look forward. Archbold leading Eastwood 2 in softball 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But back again and fouled and chased for the 2-2 there. Lotzenheiser here looking for anything he can get. So backing away. The 2-2 chasing wild a little bit. The 3-2 now, full count. Now back and waiting for it. His next one in. The 2-2 gets up and gonna find it. And he catches it on the there. Strike 3 called. And now after Pasty, we'll have Toby Carl. the right fielder, number 19, Toby Carl. So Genoa with their season on the line, not looking to give things up here. And that'll be the first pitch, 0-1 count with an out. And now the 0-1 gets it through and away. That's wild. Ball one. 1-1 here in the top of the seventh. And so now we'll have it. On the 1-1, the out gets in, and that's going to be knocked and popped up. Bonfiglio to chase, and he will get there. Has to extend his arm in foul territory, but he catches it. Now Aiden St. John to be up after Carl is retired. The third baseman, number 7, Aiden St. John. And so now here we go. 1 out away from moving on to play Swantner Tenora at Defiance on May 29th. That'll be a 4:30 start. Here we go. First pitch by Lotzenizer, strike one. 0-1 count here now. On the 0-1, Lotzenizer gets it back in. Gonna look and gets another one. Strike two away. 0-2 count now for St. John. He's 0 for 2 today. Lotzenizer gets it in now. He gets it set. He goes up. The throw gonna come in, and that'll be knocked high into right field. Bonfiglio to pick up and a single for Genoa to bring up their leadoff man and Alex Spencer. Stop number. And so he'll be up here. And we look ahead. And all even, 2 out. Spencer 0 for 2 today. Lotzenizer throws in first pitch. Going to be strike one, so the 0-1 count and 2 out here. And so looking away again. Lotzenizer in. Gets set, the throw, 0-1. And low for the even count, ball one now. 1-1 is what we'll have. Waiting for it again. So the 0-1 gets through, and that's knocked by Spencer and away. 1-2 count now. And still ahead. And on the 1-2 with 2 outs. Lotzenizer at 87 down. Waits for something here. Anything he can get. On the 1-2, Lotzenizer needing to close it out. Spencer going to get the knock at it. And that'll be in territory. And Genoa going to advance another. And Isaac Ewerson to be up. The second baseman, number 1, Isaac Ewerson. So Ewerson up. And going to be away here. On a 1-2, and Coach Leedy going to come out here, and we might have the end. For Lotzenizer here to get pulled. There just might be a conversation. Nobody's moving. So Paul will go. St. John and Spencer to go to their bases. So a 2 on for Eastwood. It all comes down to this. Quite the day and endeavor. And we'll wait back here and ahead. Going to be high and knocked, and that'll be foul ball. And that'll be a foul ball for strike one. Is what we'll have. The 0-1 count now and away. So on the 0-1. Getting ahead for it here. And now we try it a little more. So the Lotzenizer to get set, and we'll throw it in. And that will be a beautiful strike. Strike two. 0-2 count now. By the looks of things there. 0-2 now with 2 outs. Lotzenizer looks to close. Gets up, gets set, and will look to get him. And no, that's going to be a hit by pitch. And no, they're going to stay. He's there. Did he lean into it or not? That's the debate. They're claiming he leaned into it and should still be up to bat with proper precautions taken. But the 0-2, Everson's still up, and they're going to keep it there. 0-2, ruled a foul ball that it was leaned. So on the 0-2 we go again. Lotzenheiser ear to close it out. 2 on bag for Genoa. Looks to take it, gets it in, and a strike 3! Eastwood's moving on, and that will be the 9th strikeout for Lotzenheiser. Genoa ends their season with an 8-15 record, and that will be the end of it, folks. Eastwood moving on as another year. Going to play at Defiance on May 29th. And let's get I Had Some Help rolling. Definitely a team effort here today. And Eastwood gets a beautiful win over the Genoa Comets, and we will be back on May 29th. We will see you there. I'm Dan Ridenour. We're signing off.